Alright, today what we're going to do is we're going to make a 1 gallon batch of mead. And what we need for mead is honey, water, and yeast. It's not real hard to make, anybody can make it. All you need is a 1 gallon glass carboy like this. You need an airlock. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple to make. Now, let me show y'all how to make this. All we need to do, what you're going to have to start off with, is 3 pounds of honey. Now, they sell this at Walmart. It costs just right at about $10 for 3 pounds of honey. What we got to do is pour our 3 pounds of honey into our carboy. You got to be careful because this stuff can make quite a mess. We're going to pour this in there. Now you can't just make mead overnight. It's going to take about a month in order for this stuff to get ready. What you do is you're going to pour your honey into your carboy like this. Make sure you get it all in there. This stuff's pretty thick, so it takes a little while. But I don't like it late. Pretty good stuff. What I like to do, pour a little water in there. We need water for it anyway. And I'll shake it up. I'll try to get the excess honey that's stuck in that container. I'll pour it in there too. And it's not going to hurt it because we're going to add water to it anyways. We'll try to get all we can because honey is a little bit expensive. That's about all we're going to do. Now from there, you got to think about it. We're making what's called a traditional mead. You can actually take fruit like blueberries or raspberries or strawberries or bananas, any kind of fruit, and you can mix in there with it and give it a different flavor. But today, what we're making is a traditional mead. Now from there, we got to add our water. So what we do is we're going to add on, and then we'll add some water to it. It's real easy to make mead, especially the traditional mead, because hell, the only 3 ingredients you add is your honey, your water, and your yeast. Now we don't want to fill it up all the way because when we add our yeast, it's going to do a lot of frothing when it goes through the fermenting. And what it'll do is it'll bubble up, and it'll bubble up through our airlock, and it makes a mess. It spills over the cabinet. It's not good. So we'll leave it down just a little bit. Now what we're using here is, I'm not real sure how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say the Flesherman's Active Dry Yeast. You get it at Walmart. It comes 3 to a pack. Cost about $3 for 3 of them. Sometimes I'll add about a half a pack of the yeast, but from what I've come to figure out is it don't really matter if you put the whole pack or half a pack, because the yeast pools that's going to settle to the bottom that we got racked out of there, we're going to get them out anyway, so it don't really matter. So the whole pack, it's not going to hurt to add the whole pack. So we'll pour that in there like that. And we'll get that whole pack in there. We could probably add a little bit more water. What we want is a whole gallon. And I'll leave it down like that. Like I said, that yeast is actually going to bubble up, and if you put too much, it'll actually come up through your airlock, which is this piece right here. Anyways, what I like to do is I like to wet this part down. It helps us to slide in there like that. Now, what we have here, if you notice, we got the water on top. You know, you can see the yeast settling down and all that honey. Well, it'll take it every bit of a week for that yeast to eat that honey. And the cool thing about the mead is it doesn't require any sugar. It eats the honey. And the honey's a natural sugar. And it gives it its own flavor. And it's one of the easiest types of wines there are to make. So for a person that's starting out, I would say this would be the easiest to make first. So, but if you just take that, put it all in there, just 3 ingredients, put it up there, be sure not to fill it to the top. It's important to leave a little airspace. And we'll give it about a week. In about a week's time, we'll see what it's going to do. But actually, probably tomorrow, I'll make another video just to kind of show you how much it's going to bubble and it's going to start fermenting. But this won't take a week, hell, even close to 2 weeks for that yeast to be eating that sugar and convert that honey into alcohol. In the meantime, if you've already got wine that you've already made, right now is the time to kick back, drink your wine, have a good time, and just wait. That's all you do.
Okay?